guys hanging themselves off the front and quite prepared to moderate this. They were on policing duties earlier on, just making sure that the break was sensible. But this is full team, and Mathieu van der Poel saying, right, have a bit of this then.
It's exactly that. I mean, we were wondering whether they were going to take full responsibility or try and coax other teams into helping them, but they've had to do the former, and it's just Sylvain Dillier, the former Swiss champion, who's on the front for Alpecin-Deceuninck. Here we go.
Here we are.
Mads Pedersen on the attack.
Why not? Now, to me, this offers up a lot of respect to those who are further up the road. And you can see where he's Superman. Look at the big split here, wow. Dan. That is huge. And who's been caught out of note within that group of, what, 20 following on from this?
So here's the sprint then, so Little Trek taking it up on the right-hand side. The bright yellow Visma Lisa bike, very, very quick to react behind. Ideally, you want to go into this climb at worst in 15th or so position.
How about 5th or 6th? Mathieu van der Poel.
Pedersen and Jorgensen once again are taking it up very, very early in this race. I said that Pedersen could not possibly be at 100% after crashing at such high speed just a few days ago. He doesn't look too far from 100%, does he?
Well, the mummy kept coming back, didn't it? And he's swathed in bandages, and he's absolutely going for it. And the daddy, Mathieu van der Poel, is on the back of this trio. That is fabulous. Oh, check it out, Dan.
Well, he's been caught on the back foot here, has Van der Poel. That's quite a large group going up the road, so he's just putting in this dig to make sure he gets across to him. But it just goes to show how quickly this race can change. Here we go then.
Here we go.
Had to be. Well, like the blue touch paper, try and put a fire out, and if you want help, then you may as well help yourself. Nobody capable of going with him. Has he got the legs to deliver it? That's
yes.
The point. And the answer, in very short order, is precisely that. Dan, that was magnificent.
If he's feeling the effects of that crash and thinks he maybe doesn't have the punch to go with Van der Poel when he does go, that he might be better at sort of going when they least expect it, trying to build himself a buffer. Or it's just a desperation move. We just don't know what's running through the head of Mads Pedersen.
He's not going to give up, Mads Pedersen, but he's been out there an awful long time already.
Wow, that is phenomenal. And just look at this. If nothing else, just the idea of it. Just to be able to bridge over after all the work he's done. He's put several fires out. He's been on various lifeboats, I think, today. Mathieu van der Poel says, I'm going to go for this. So difficult at 22% to get going again. Look at that, even if the chain's back on, it's an absolute nightmare. And so it is that Mathieu van der Poel pushes on. Poor old Ivan Garcia has found himself in no man's land, essentially. And that is Jorgensen that's trying to stay with him. This is getting very selective. Jorgensen's back wheels spinning up as well here on the mud and guts, I think you might say. What a horrible scenario. And plenty of others having to dismount as well. That's Matej Mohoric just takes his, swings his leg off. If anybody is in front of you that gets into trouble, you are going to be as well, Robbie. Lose drive, you just got to pick it up and run.
Mathieu van der Poel, he got it sideways as he was putting the power down. Jorgensen was tracking quite well, but had given up about 10 to 12 bike lengths, and the gap has grown again. Mathieu van der Poel over the top. We said that maybe the attack on the Oude Kwaremont was just a tester. See where everybody is. Let them come back right over the Paterberg and wait to the Koppenberg to strike the big blow. 44 kilometres to go. He's now in range and be liking his chances to take it all the way home from here. Even if Jorgensen gets to him, be pretty happy with that situation.
He did it absolutely brilliantly, emphatically. And that's what we're seeing right now. This is a world champion at the absolute top of his game. It may have been a short approach for him to get to this race. This man, he can join a pantheon of greats who've won this race 3 times, Robbie. And it's in his gift at the moment. He's got both hands on the tiller. Amazing. And this man is doing precisely the same on the Timeberg. Absolutely powering his way through, moderating the drive that he's putting through that back wheel. No skittling or skipping from him. Everybody else is, he kind of humbles them.
Just railing every little corner, Mathieu van der Poel. Up onto that bit of bike path, swing back onto the road, and putting all his cyclocross skills to work, and he's still just giving it everything through these corners.
Wow.
That's another 10 seconds right there.
Unbelievable.
Well, we're about to go on to the Oude Kwaremont for the final time for Mathieu van der Poel. After the Kwaremont, the familiar Paterberg, and that is the last climb of the day. So 2 climbs to go.
2 climbs to go, and this man is almost an alpiniste on a day like this. He's got his world in his hand. Mathieu van der Poel cannot be stopped, and today was just not going to be such a scenario. He's owned the day, and now he crosses the line, owning our appreciation and our hearts. What a rider, and what a ride. That was absolutely magnificent. This brought me home. He says, no, Mathieu, you brought us home to this position. Absolutely magnificent. Chapeau, sir.